Will you just look at that? Oh my lord, it is rainy, it is a little bit misty, but that is okay because it is Friday. I hope you guys had an easy week. I had an easy week, and yeah, for today I would like to continue building on the theme park. We're gonna make something nice for it, and also for the episode of tomorrow, we're going to continue building something nice for it because at this moment I should have, and I hope it's in this one. Nope, then it should be in this one. Also, nope, it isn't this one. I've been cleaning up my ship. I have a lot of toys, so we can do at least something for tomorrow's episode. What we're gonna do for today is something that I will explain you in a second. Because first I have some comments. I have a comment of Cat Cow from 2 episodes ago. I was actually editing that episode and then I seen it popping up. So Cat Cow saying, I think it looks good with how the windows are now. Those seats have the same name but look different after they grow. So thank you for the reminder. What I'm going to need to do is take one of these. And take one of these and grow them and then see what will come out of it. It is kind of strange, but yeah, it is okay. JD Triton is saying, looking great, love the design JB, can't wait to see when you're done. Well, it's gonna take a very long while before it's 100% done, but at this moment it is kinda done. I'm only going to work further on the building, which I will show in a second when I really need to. But I've been doing some off-camera stuff for it. Thank you for your comment. Cat Cows of the last episode is saying, not only is it storage, it's a museum dedicated to hoarding LOL. Can't wait to see how massive it becomes and thank your frame rate. Well, the frame rate at this moment is around 128, I'll guess because raining. But so far it is still fine. Johansson Dog is saying, a fake? There are 25 paintings, I don't know what it means, 26 if you include the special Illuminati Creator Cube 1. There is one more little painting, one more long painting, and 2 more white ones. Some of them I got from other people, so I can tell you where they are to find. Sorry, that's okay. Edit, I forgot one. There is a big square painting you can find at the ceiling of one of the Atlantic encounters. I'm going to need to keep an eye open, and I'm going to need to keep an eye open for the ceiling especially. Thank you for the comment. He's also saying the pillars are looking nice, JB. The color is up to you. And then we have a new name. Xander is saying, hey fellow islander, hope to see you in the game one day. Well, who knows, we will come across each other one day in the game. I do recommend you, if you would like to see more lovely people, there is this official island Discord. There is a lot of stuff going on. People meet each other, trade with each other, doing some fun stuff, helping out, and there is competitions and so much more going on. So with that being said, let's check out the building. So the first thing you can see, I'll be making a small little pier, and I'm just gonna jump over. A little bit of an entrance. I'm not super happy. Maybe I need to make like a little sign up there saying like hoarding museum. A couple of trees. I'm not gonna make it like too busy because, you know, I don't want it to tank my frames. And as you can see, I've been filling up a lot more sections with stuff. So let's start out with, of course, this one down here. So there are, what was it, 26 paintings. Now I believe I need to add one more section for, you know, if I really want everything. But I also believe there is something that is in the painting section in the editor that doesn't look like a painting. It looks more like a ornament or a decorative type of deal. Yeah, just, you know, something like that up there. But this is what I have done right down here. This is just all stack items, and you know, I just take the advice, you know, like don't do one thing per section to say. So I'm just gonna dump all of this stuff in here, what are carpets and so forth and so on. Or is that the other way around? And so on and so forth. Anyways, here I got some like more like kitchen stuff and, you know, like small tools. You know, I just, you know, skip some sections. I don't mind there is enough space for if I find something, because you never know what you find, right? The same thing here with the box. I don't have anything up there. I'm not sure what I will put up there. It is fine. I got a lot of storage. So basically you can see like maybe I'll find another blue book or a yellow book, you know, and I can just fit it in. The same with that one. These are all the books I got so far. Now down here, I'll just skip for a second. We first gonna go all the way to the back, because all the way to the back I have weapons and tools. Now I'm not sure how much and how many of, you know, this and that, but I'll guess so far this will do for all the melee weapons. And, you know, of course, explosive. By the way, found some bombs. Now, the funniest thing is I was on exploration and I found a little boat. And in the boat was like a letter of a pirate. A pirate was saying, you know, we lost 3 ships and there's a lot of precious stuff on there. And there was like a key. So I went searching for the sunken 3 ships. And I found these bombs and, you know, some other stuff down there. And yeah, the key worked, so that was very nice. And yeah, here in the back I got all of the ranging weapons. So, you know, guns and crossbows and that kind of stuff, along with some of the ammo. That's also very nice. I got some more space. But for now, this is actually, with that, all that I'm going to need. So here is clothing. Clothing is a little bit more difficult because certain clothing don't have everything to say. So for an example, this one has a helmet, plate, legs and shoes, while other only have like a hat and pants or a shirt. So for example, I believe the woodcutter only has like a cap and a shirt, which I don't have. So I have some space left for other stuff, while the casual have like 2 caps, but has like, oh god, why does the game do that? So as I was saying, while the casual stuff has like 1, 2, I can better take the pants, has like 1, 2, 3, 4 type of pants slash skirt stuff. So you need to play around a little bit and, you know, add certain things to certain things that don't have anything. For example, this helmet, I just added this denim jacket and this cargo pants. I think that would be nice. There is cap with this shirt and that pants. I think that would be nice, and, you know, and so forth and so on, right? One of these things. Yeah, it starts to look good. You know, my whole ship is empty. I just love it so much. Now, the reason why I say it is done, because this is what I needed in order to have a clean ship and, you know, keep it clean. For resource wise, I don't need anything more. Like, resources is something that I continuously use. So for this section in the middle, I had in mind, why not make like a bank type of display? For some reason these ladders don't work, but gladly I could just, you know, helicopter up there. So why there is a safe there? That's because, you know, I don't want to, you know, put everything down there. So I got some stuff here, and anything else I just, you know, manually place some stuff. Just place it, and, you know, just see how it goes. I'll probably end up placing a lot more of the stuff, of course, but this is what I got for now. So yeah, I'm quite happy with the stuff. I'm glad the stash does work from this side. Now, of course, indoors, I would like to make like a desk with a robot, you know, play some characters around, and yeah, that's gonna be that. Oh, and yeah, of course, the windows, the pillars, and that kind of stuff. So I'm just gonna keep these pillars black. You know, when they're yellow, they're fading away too much into the window. But still, nonetheless, I think it's a very good idea, Johassen Dank. So thank you a lot for the tip. It makes it a lot more secure like that. And yeah, I'm very happy with this build. Oh, and one more thing: if you ever build a ship that is bigger than the boundaries are allowing, make sure you harden out all the items, because I picked up a piece of bread by accident and I can never ever place it back anymore because it doesn't allow me to, because it's outside of the boundaries of the ship. So I just placed it down here. Forever I will be remembered that I'm going to need to harden it out next time. But that's fine. Alright, so I'm just going to sail along to the island, and then I'll probably meet you guys in the editor. That's right, JB. And I am feeling hungry for today. And I was like, what if we're going to make a hot dog stand? Now, one mistake I made is not taking any reference images. So I was messing in the end a little bit with the colors. Then I took the reference image and everything went fine. You will see the whole process of this. So of course, I'm going to need to have a hot dog. Now, I do hope that hot dogs are actually a craftable thing, rather than something you need to find, but we will figure that out in a minute if so. Now I was like, what if we would make a gigantic hot dog on top of the stand? I think that would be cool, with some name hot dog on it, of course. So I just took some of these round stone things and trying to figure out how we could make a little bit of a hot dog. Yes, the bun isn't really rounded off at the end, but I still like it a lot. Of course, we're going to need to have something on the hot dog itself, so why aren't we just going to make some ketchup and mustard? Now, one of the nicest thing is that the ammo, in this case the shotgun ammo, is nice and big enough in order to make these bottles out of it. Of course, a needle, the cactus needle is the biggest one, so we could make like this pointy thing on top. You probably recognize it. And I needed something to get the sausage out of the heating, so I thought let's just take a shears and make it black for now. Now there are a couple of wheels, but these wheels are very big and I also don't want to use the same wheels as I did on the popcorn stand. And then I thought, what if we take a cogwheel and just duplicate it, take another one, see if we can make something round. That is not going to work. Now I needed to have something else, so what I also like to do is just open the whole catalog and just scroll along and see what items there are, because when you're in the browser itself you often miss a lot of items that are actually available. So after a little bit messing around trying to search for something, I was like, hey, those bird nests look pretty fine. And I didn't keep in mind that bird nest is something you cannot put into a blueprint. I actually forgot to click on the icon on top near the add entity, the first one, and then I should have selected allow in blueprint. When you do that, it will only show stuff that are allowed in the blueprint. So after I wanted to save the blueprint, the game was telling me I cannot save the bird nest. In this case I use something else, but you will see it when we going to place down the blueprint. So then it was time to make the hot dog stand itself. I had something a little bit in mind, but like I was saying, I should have just took the reference image at least for the color. Now a hot dog stand mostly is a bit square-ish. I seen that a lot of hot dog stands have this metal-ish type of color, and what I think one of the problems with making hot dog stands in this game is there are no pictures of hot dogs, or at least so far I know there are none of these. Maybe I could have made something flat out of certain pieces in order to make a picture. Of course a small letter pack would have been nice, which I've been recommending in the last video. Maybe someday, with the small letter pack you can make like smaller words onto the side, maybe make some prices and that kind of stuff. So in this case I made use of the letter shape L. First I wanted to add in like what do you call it, like a stand, just like the popcorn machine. It has like two wheels and then on the other side it has like these pole type of deal, so you can just lift up the wagon, move it somewhere and then put it back down. So I made use of this crossbow type of deal. Even though I was actually looking for something to make the handle out of it where you just lift up the cart. I was messing around for way too long with that, but then gladly in the end I was like, maybe we can use these walking sticks and just take two of them, rotate one around. And it quite worked out. And then messing around with the colors, maybe red, maybe yellow, I wasn't sure. And also the those compasses on the wheels were not quite getting there. I believe in the end I actually rotated them around so you don't see the symbol. And one of the handiest thing, what I did, is if you want to select an item that is kind of hidden away with this hitbox in other item, just take again the item, just place it down somewhere, and then just, you know, double tap while holding C, and then you can select all of the items that you couldn't select. What does a hot stand have more on it? Well, most of the time it has like a display window. In some cases it's actually, you know, put some buns in there, or maybe some sausage that is trying to, you know, keep warm in there, or maybe even some drinks. Now this game doesn't really has like soda, but in this case I decided some pre-made hot dogs could be displayed in there. They're already warm, the bun is warm, just for a quickie. And of course it is nice to just, you know, fill in the blank with that. Just messing around with some of these bank signs. I really like to use these bank signs in order to make some nice panels out of it. Once again, I was messing around a lot with these things, and at some point I just, you know, moved the whole stuff off side in order to give it a different color. And then I felt like it is time to put up some poles in order to make the hot dog sign non-floating, and then I came across the problem that I needed to move up the display. So if I would ever make this thing again, then I would first make the poles and then just start filling in the blank. So I don't have to move stuff off afterwards. Some nice hot dogs displaying in the display. Very good. It started to look very nice, I think. Maybe I could have just added like a pen, maybe a piece of paper somewhere, maybe a little bit of more smaller decorative things to make it feel more alive. And then I was like, those lids could actually use like something where you can, you know, hold them to pull them up. So I was like, buckets. Buckets are just perfect. They have like the ideal, you know, part where you can actually, you know, lift stuff up with. And it's sunken into the cart anyway, so you don't see the whole bucket. And I seen on one of the reference images was like a panel, and this panel had like some white sides. I guess it's like rubber or something. So I tried to make the panel, but I came across the problem that the panel itself, the red color was way too dark. And then I was like, okay, let's just make the red even more light reddish. But in the end I decided to not add the panel because the color didn't want it to match up. In overall, looking at it afterwards, I think it worked out pretty nice. And then, you know, I tried to save this blueprint, and then the bird nest gave me some problems, so I just changed the wheels to something else and just, you know, let's see how it worked out. Alright, so we be here. I think the best place to actually put this hot dog stand might be the right down here in the middle, I guess. The thing here is I want to add a few couple more bigger things like certain rides or fun little games to do. So I'm going to expand the whole area actually. But what if we put this hot dog stand right behind here? So I'm just going to need to have a few couple pieces of wood, expand it further out. You know what, I'm just gonna place, I wanted to say maybe I need to place down a chest and put the whole row of these things in there, and so I know afterward which one is which one. But I guess maybe in tomorrow's episode they will be full grown and we can check out what will be the difference of this. Right, food. Do we have hot dogs? Because if not, I am going to have an incredible big problem. But hamburger stand. A soup stand. There is so much food type of deals that you can do. Now hot dog is no pie, I know. But the thing here is, I think that a lot of the stuff is in here. Very good. Alright, do we have hot dog? We don't have any hot dog. Who could have guessed that hot dogs are not a thing to be crafted? Holy moly. It would have been smart to check this out. But I'm not gonna hold back. I got one hot dog right down here, which I actually found. So what I might just do is, I'll just save it in here. I think I'm just gonna build that thing, and then, you know, just skip all of the hot dogs that need to be added in there. And then, you know, add the hot dog that I have, and then anything else afterwards if I find them. Some stone and glass is also handy. Alright, so at this point I have everything besides some extra hot dogs. Looking good, looking good. So yeah, as you can see, the wheels are, you know, pretty much different. It looks a bit, you know, silly on the sides, but, you know, I need to hurry up. And it is fine, it is absolutely fine with me. So what I basically use is these guys, you know, just rotate him, and then, you know, you have this part as wheels, as you can see. This is something that I've also used, now we are at it, for those lights, because light bulbs are very expensive. Alright, this seems to be everything. Now, of course, we have one hot dog already. Be careful, don't eat it by accident. And let's put this guy right about there. Beautiful. Also, like that. It looks sad, but we can, you know, save hot dogs if I got one. And yeah. I mean, it doesn't look too bad. Not too bad. It looks, yeah, a little, you know, not too bad, but I like it. I absolutely like it. It would be nice if we could use, you know, glowing letters, or maybe I should place like a dude behind that to give it an extra touch. Oh man, let's just see how it will stand like this. Hot dogs, and then it's very handy if I just the camera, put this dude away. I can make like a nice thumbnail with my figurino behind it. That'll be nice, right? Even though you're not going to see it, it's probably going to be blacked out with some question marks, but sure. There we go. Beautiful.